women in prison group into families. And that surprised me when I first got to prison, because people would say my mom or my sister, and I thought that they meant their literal mom was in prison. And in some cases, they were in prison. When I got to Dublin, there were 3 sisters and a mother that were all in prison together, which is pretty sad when you think about it. It actually worked out that the mother went home first, and then she had a heart attack and died, and she was pretty young. I think she was in her 50s. But the whole compound, we had like a service for her, because she had done a lot of time in prison. And so we went over to the chapel and everyone kind of spoke about her. But her daughters were still in prison, and they obviously didn't get out. They weren't able to go to the funeral. But yeah, they would call people mom, dad, brother, sister, and the elderly inmates were always treated with respect. It would be like Miss Pam or Miss so-and-so. And if they were struggling physically or mentally, we really took care of them. I remember when I was at Waseca, there was a woman that was in her 70s, and she'd been in prison for a while, and she was a really sharp woman. She majored in political science out there. She got in trouble with on a contract violation, and she started to struggle mentally. She started to have dementia, and we were all really worried and trying to make sure she was okay. I was in a program once when I was in prison where it was kind of like we were doing this, I guess, processing family trauma, and they always put me as the mother. And I remember several of the women, when I would have them tell me how they felt, would just break down. They were so broken because not only had they not had a mother, but now they're in prison and they're not being a mother. So people ask me often what I do now that I'm out of prison. I've been out of prison for 5 years. I spent 5 years in prison. I'm actually in San Diego, California this weekend with my 3 daughters, which has been such a blessing. We just laid in the sun. We're going to go out tonight and enjoy dinner together. And I'm going to do a quick video clip of me and my girls. These are my amazing daughters, Shelby, Sadie, and CJ. Shelby.
I'm Sadie. CJ. My name is Sadie. This is Shelby and CJ. And this is our mom. She's amazing. We're here in San Diego.